Hey, what's up guys? This is the Epic Artist. Now today I've got a really good card trick for you. This is probably the easiest to pull off, yet the most effective card trick I've got in any of my routines. It's so easy to do. There's literally no sleight of hand whatsoever, and it's 100% guaranteed to blow anyone's mind. Now let's get into the performance. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to give the deck a quick shuffle. Now, there's not much required of you, the spectator, in this performance, so there's no reason to worry about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly select out of view 4 cards, 2 red and 2 black. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave 1 black and 1 red card on the table, just like that. And then I'm going to take the other red and the other black card and place them face up in the middle of the deck, just like this. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to take every card until you reach the face-up cards and place it however you feel on the 2 sides, according to their color. So if you feel like it's a red card, place it on here. If you feel it's a black card, place it on here. Now, in this case, it's a black card, obviously, so we're going to place it right over here. Now, you can do this as randomly as you want. Just base it on gut feeling. Don't worry about half and half. It's totally fine. Just keep dealing until you reach the face-up cards. Now, I'm going to mix it up a bit. I am going to place the black pile over here, in this case, and the red card over here, just so there's a little bit more random aspect to it. So, do just as you did before until the rest of the cards are dealt. There we go. There is no way. The cards were shuffled at the start. It was based purely on gut instinct. And yet, if we have a look at the piles, starting over here, all red. We go over here, all black. And as you would have found out, such would be the case on this side. Just like that. Now that is the color force, and let's get in to see how it's done. Now this trick is absolutely mind-blowing, and yet it is so easy to pull off. You literally can learn this in 5 minutes. Just remember the routine, and that's it. The only thing you need to do in advance is set up the deck just like this, half red and half black. Now the shuffle I did at the start, the overhand shuffle, went just like this. It gives the illusion that the cards are being shuffled, and hence the spectator is totally fine with it. This is just a quick false cut. I plan to teach that in a future episode. But as you notice, all the cards are still in perfect half black, half red order. Now the way I did that is I did an ordinary overhand shuffle. So the way you do this overhand shuffle is you just take off chunks of cards to begin with, but once you reach about halfway, so about here, you want to start running cards off one by one with a consistent rhythm. That is key. And then once you feel like you're over halfway, you can continue to take packets off just like this. It doesn't really matter. Excuse that. You can obviously do a false cut, as I showed before, but that's obviously not necessary. Now, as you can see, the cards still remain in perfect half red, half black order. Just in case you made a mistake, as you go to take the 2 cards, the 2 black and 2 red cards out in the middle, you can just sift through and you can just grab them maybe and just do a quick mix, a quick swap out. And usually if they are, if it is you did a mistake, it's usually just 1 card, and I've had situations before where it's just like that, but it's fine. What you're going to do now is you're just going to select, you're going to bring the cards up to yourself and just pick out the 2 black and 2 red cards from the middle, just like this, and you can go ahead and place those face down or face up. It doesn't really matter. What is helpful is to hold a break here. So it's just once you've taken those 2 there, just place down the 2 halves. So you have black pile here, red pile there. And now what you're going to do is explain to the spectator you're going to leave one black and one red card here and place the other two face up in the deck. Now what you're going to want to do next is just explain to the spectator that by gut feeling they're going to place the rest of the cards until they reach the face up cards down on whichever pile they want according to the color. In the process of that, you're going to say, so for the first card it's the black, so I'm going to place it on that. And that's very important. You need to remember which one you place down on first, because that's going to be the correct pile. And now that will make sense later, but just remember this is the correct side, or whichever one that was. If that was a red card, place it over there and that would be the correct side, but this is the correct side in this case, and that would be the incorrect side. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so now the spectator can place down cards freely, it doesn't matter, remembering at this point that they are placing down purely black cards. We're going to fix that over there in a second, and that's what I'm talking about, correct, incorrect pile. That's why you need to remember this. Now once you've reached the face up cards, it's very simple. You just say, okay, I'm going to switch it up a bit just to make it a bit more random, although that is necessary in the trick because obviously it's this point where we're switching from black to red cards. And now they can do this as freely as they want, placing down cards until all cards have been exhausted, like that. Now this is the reveal point. You explain that they have had free choice, that you shuffle the cards at the beginning, and they place down as freely as they wanted. And now you can start off with you're going to start off with the correct side. Okay, so you take off the first packet up to the face-up card, and you turn it over, and you show that it is purely red cards. And now you can go over to the black pile on this side, still the correct side, and you show it is purely black cards. And now this is the only sleight of hand bit. It's not necessarily sleight of hand. All you have to do is take this whole packet. It makes it seem as though you're trying to save time, but this is the necessary move for the situation to be fixed, where we have the red cards down here and the black cards down here. All you're going to want to do is just raise both hands over like this and just lift the entire packet, leaving this card over here, and you just make a brief move like that, and you just show, hey, you have correctly organized all of the cards, just like that. Now that is it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Somebody commented recently that they noticed that this was a mousepad. Yes, this is my mousepad, but I use it because it gives the necessary friction to do things such as the spread of cards, flip turnover, certain place downs, so that it's not on this slippery surface, my desk underneath. And now I plan to get a proper proper cloth in a future episode. We'll see, depending on the success of this channel, obviously. So I look forward to that. Now, if you do enjoy these sorts of videos, please comment any feedback, like and subscribe, as that is highly appreciated. And I will be uploading videos every Monday and Friday, so look out for those. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.